All right, let's get right into it. If you've ever run paid ads, you know that feeling, right? That sinking feeling when you're just pouring money into a campaign day after day and the actual sales just aren't coming in. It honestly feels like you're throwing cash into a black hole.
So, does this hit close to home? You're getting clicks, the dashboard looks busy, you see all this activity, but the needle just isn't moving for your business. No real leads, no actual sales. It's probably one of the biggest frustrations in marketing. But the good news is, this is a solvable problem. There's a real science to fixing it. Okay, first things first, we have to completely change how we define a good ad. Seriously, it's not about clicks. That's just a vanity metric that makes you feel good. A truly high-converting ad, a successful ad, is a profitable one. And we measure that with two numbers that actually matter: your return on ad spend, or ROAS, and your cost per acquisition, or CPA. The bottom line is really simple. Is this ad making you more money than you're spending on it? That's it.
So what's the fix? Well, the solution is a powerful framework called the conversion triad. Think of it as a scientific approach that's built on three absolutely non-negotiable pillars. When you get all three of these working together, you stop gambling and you start creating a predictable system for growth.
And here they are. Pillar 1, precision targeting. Pillar 2, compelling psychology. And Pillar 3, technical optimization. I want you to picture these as the three legs of a stool. If even one of them is shaky or just completely missing, the whole thing collapses. The entire campaign fails, and all that ad money you spent, it's just wasted. So let's break each one down. All right, pillar number 1, precision targeting. This is where everything, and I mean everything, begins. And here's a crucial mindset shift. Great advertising doesn't start with your amazing product. It starts with a deep, almost obsessive understanding of your customer. Most marketers just scratch the surface. They stop at basic demographics: age, location, gender. But the real gold is in the psychographics. What are their actual pain points? What keeps them up at night? What are their deepest hopes and dreams? You have to think about their desired after state. A runner shoe company isn't really selling foam and rubber, are they? No, they're selling the feeling of crossing that finish line. That's the transformation, and that's where the magic is.
So how do you put this into practice? You get laser-focused. You can create hyper-specific audiences, like retargeting only the people who visited your pricing page. You can build incredibly powerful lookalike audiences based on your best, most profitable customers. And, this is just as important, you have to think about who you don't want to see your ads. Use negative keywords to block irrelevant searches, and for goodness sake, exclude people who have already bought from you. Stop wasting your money on the wrong clicks.
Okay, on to pillar number 2, compelling psychology. This is where the hard data and science of targeting meets the creative art of persuasion. Once you know exactly who you're talking to, you have to know what to say to get them to actually listen and then to act.
Your ad creative has one job. Before anything else, its number one job is to stop the scroll. It has to execute what we call a pattern interrupt. Think about it. In an endless, noisy feed, you have less than a second to grab someone's attention. Your headline, your image, your video, its only mission is to make them pause. If you fail right here, literally nothing else you do matters.
Now, once you have their attention, you can guide them through the classic AIDA framework: attention, interest, desire, action. After you get their attention, you need to build interest, and here is the key, okay? You do that by focusing on their problem. Nobody, and I mean nobody, cares about your product's long list of features. They only care about solving their own problems.
Next, to build desire, we pull out some powerful psychological triggers. Scarcity and urgency are classics for a reason. They just work. When you see only 5 left or sale ends today, it taps right into that fundamental fear of missing out, that FOMO. It creates a powerful nudge to act right now instead of putting it off. Another absolute monster of a trigger is social proof. You see, a statement like, "join 10,000 satisfied customers," is 100 times more believable than you just saying, "our product is really great." We're all wired to trust the crowd. Showing that other people just like them, have already made this choice is one of the fastest shortcuts to building trust and credibility.
And finally, we get to action. Your call to action, your CTA, cannot be passive or vague. You see Learn More everywhere, right? It's weak, it's lazy. A strong CTA is specific, it's clear, and it uses an action verb. Get your free trial now. Download the free guide. It tells the user exactly what to do next and what they're going to get. No confusion.
So, you've targeted the perfect person with the perfect message, and they clicked. Awesome, we're done, right? No, not even close. This brings us to our final and equally critical pillar:
technical optimization. Because the ad itself is only half the battle. What happens after the click can make or break everything.
Your landing page, the place they go after the click, absolutely must pass the message congruence test. It's simple. If your ad promises a 50% discount on blue shoes, then the landing page better have a giant headline that screams 50% discount on blue shoes with a big, beautiful picture of those exact shoes. Any disconnect, any mismatch at all creates friction and confusion, and poof, the conversion is gone.
Your landing page has to be designed for what's called cognitive ease. In plain English, that means you need to make it as simple and frictionless as possible for the user to do what you want them to do. That means a clean, simple design. It means it has to load lightning fast. And this is a big one. Get rid of all the distractions. No navigation menus, no extra links. Give them one single thing to do and one clear path to do it. And this is where it all comes together with the scientific method. You have to track your key metrics, your CPA, your ROS like a hawk. You have to systematically A/B test, but only one thing at a time. Test the headline, test the image, test the CTA, find out what actually moves the needle. And finally, you have to watch out for ad fatigue, because even your best performing ad will eventually get stale and stop working. You have to be ready to refresh it before the performance tanks. So let's just pull this all together. Creating ads that consistently convert isn't about luck, and it's not about having some kind of magic creative touch. It's a discipline. It's a repeatable process that combines deep customer insight, persuasive psychology, and just ruthless technical optimization.
And really, this is the ultimate mindset shift. When you truly master this conversion triad, you completely transform your advertising. It stops being this unpredictable, scary expense on your balance sheet, and it becomes a reliable, scalable, and predictable revenue engine for your entire business. So I'll leave you with this one question to really think about for your own campaigns. Take a hard look at these three pillars: targeting, psychology, and optimization. Right now, which one is your weakest link? Because finding and fixing that one area, well, that could be the key to unlocking some absolutely massive growth.